Welcome back to Burden Bearing Consulting and Coaching. Bear with me for a minute as I set this up. I'm kind of doing it on my own here today. But I wanted to come back and do another video for you, just to seek to encourage you in this time of challenge in all of our lives. I've been talking about the idea of leadership and being a leader in this time of crisis for those around you. Seeking to encourage, bring support, bring service where you can. And we've been looking at it in terms of being a salt leader. And so yesterday we looked at the S in salt and the idea of serve. And so I hope you had an opportunity or took an opportunity to serve someone yesterday. Even if it was just one person, even if you reached out by phone. I know we're isolated and separated from people, but maybe you had to go to the grocery store, maybe you had to do some errands, maybe some of you are still working. And for those of you who are in those positions of essential workforce that might be listening, I want to thank you so much for all that you're doing, whether it's in the grocery store and doctor, nurses, whatever it might be, postal service, people doing different things that are out there and taking these risks for us who are unable to work at this point. Many of us want to, and our positions have gone away, and so that's not possible. So we're seeking to do what we can, but thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for taking those risks for us. But we talked about serving, so I hope you found a chance and an opportunity, or took an opportunity to serve at least one person yesterday. Again, it's so important, just finding little ways. My wife and I actually went and donated blood yesterday, and for me, I actually donated plasma. It's the first I've ever done anything like that. So that was quite an experience in itself, and I don't say it to pat ourselves on the back. I say it just as an example. There are so many little ways that we can reach out and serve, even in a time like this. And so I encourage you to look to do that and be that leader in someone's life. Today I want to talk about the A, and the A is an interesting one. The A is the word admonish. And I know you're probably going, what? What is that? Admonish is really kind of an old English word, but it has to do with really kind of being that kind of leader that warns or reprimands someone earnestly or firmly. It's giving advice with urgency. It's urging someone earnestly. And I know you think, what? We're talking about encouraging, we're talking about helping. Well, here's what we all need to know. That there are people in our lives that we have influence over who need our leadership. And leadership is not always easy. Leadership can be really tough sometimes. You know, people want to get promoted in their businesses. They want the opportunity to be a leader. And yet when it comes to the difficult tasks of being a leader, it's like we want to retreat, we want to run from them and go, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to do the good stuff. I just want to get the rewards. But being a good leader sometimes means we got to be tough in situations, and we got to lead the way and make difficult decisions, even though they might not be popular. And we got to call people out on things, even though it might not be popular. The key to understanding admonition, though, is understanding the S. See, when I serve someone as a leader, when I minister into their life in that way, when I demonstrate to them that I care about them first, then I earn the right to admonish them when they need it. And we're living in a time where right now we're going through a difficult thing, and there's some people that need to be admonished that, hey, yeah, we don't need to live in the extremes and be crazy and be panicked, but we do need to be sensible and have common sense and practice safe social distancing and do the things that we're being instructed, not necessarily for our own sake. Maybe you don't really care. Maybe you're young, you're healthy. Maybe if you get a little sick, it's not going to be a big deal. You're going to recover quickly, but there's a lot of people who aren't in that same position. And if we don't take care of one another, then this thing's going to go on and on and on for a long time. And so it's about recognizing that part of what I have to do as a leader is say, hey, you know what? be smart. Just follow the rules. I get there might be a little bit of movement, a little bit of negotiation there, but but stay within some boundaries and be respectful of those around you. That's what we're all called to do, and we can lead the way in that, and maybe even we're going to have to call out a few people who we love and care for, and we've earned the right to call them out and say, hey, you know what? You need to be smarter here. You need to be more sensible here. So I encourage you today to be an admonisher. I know that's a tough word, but don't do it all by itself. Don't be that guy who's just going to tell people what to do. Be the guy who serves first. Be the woman who serves first and earns that right to admonish. You see, Jesus was really the first one to talk about being salt and light. And I know some of you may not be religious and may not want to go down that road, and that's okay. You don't have to. But in reality, he was the one who talked first about being salt and light. And Jesus was the one who said, come unto me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Learn from me. I am gentle, humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Here's the interesting thing about that. Jesus said, come to me because I'm humble, because I'm gentle, because I'm there. But he didn't say I'm going to take your burden away. He said, I'm going to help carry your burden with you. So I challenge you, I challenge me today, for us to continue to be salt leaders who serve, who admonish, who do so by coming alongside and helping bear the burden of others. What you'll discover is as you help bear somebody else's burden, your burden's going to get a little lighter too. Because we're sharing it. We're sharing it together, and that's really what we need to do more than anything else. May God bless. Have a great day. Hope this serves to encourage you. Please, when you watch the video, subscribe to my page on, like my page on Facebook, but also subscribe to my YouTube site so that I can get this out to more people. Share it. But most of all, share with me your thoughts, your words. I want to hear them too. I also need your encouragement and your admonition. So give me the good, the bad, all of it. I had a cousin who shared with me some things I could do to make the video a little better. I'm doing the best I can with it. I made some changes because of his input. So, I want to keep doing that to try to make these better and really serve you in this time and be an encouragement to you. So God bless. Have a great day and hang in there. Serve others. Be salt.